Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today's practice is going to be a quickie full body stretch where we just kind of ease off any tension that we're holding in the body. So it can be done any time of the day, is suitable for all levels. There's going to be a little bit of mobility work through our hips as well, and we're going to start in a toe stretch today. So come to a kneeling position, tuck the toes under, and then resting back onto your heels. Now, for some of us, if this is too much, you can totally have your hands down. You can also pad up your knees with like a blanket or something as well if you're feeling tension through there. But otherwise, settle in, relax your shoulders away from the ears, and close off the eyes. And just take a moment to bring the attention and energy down towards your feet. Just getting a little bit curious about the sensations through the foot, the lower leg. Maybe there's a change of temperature or sensation as we hold it just a little bit longer. And if sensations start to get strong, see if you can just start to even off your breath. So breathing in and out of the nose. Even, balanced, steady breath. Notice if any tension is started to maybe transfer itself up the body, maybe through the hands, possibly through the jaw, and see if you can loosen off that area too. Wonderful. Blinking the eyes open. We're going to do a little bit for our shoulders here. So as you inhale, reach the hands high up overhead, grabbing opposite elbows, like so. Take a breath in. And then as you exhale, take a little lean over to one side. Now imagine you're making loads of space down this side body. Wonderful. Inhaling through center. Exhale, take it over to the opposite side. Keeping the core lightly engaged, so we don't just kind of collapse to one side. Wonderful. Inhaling through center, and then this time interlace your fingers, bring them to the back of your head, but just away from your head so your head isn't quite relaxed into those hands. And then begin to make some circles here and just kind of feel out how those shoulders are doing. Lovely. And then circling the opposite way. Don't worry if it feels kind of awkward, that's like totally normal. Good. How are those feet doing? I'm trying to distract you with your shoulders now. Good. Take one more breath. And as you exhale, bringing the hands out in front, untuck the toes, sit back onto your heels now, and it should feel like a really nice kind of counter stretch. So you're welcome just to hold here if this is already enough of a stretch, or bring the hands behind like so, and then lifting the knees up. You don't have to do both together. You can do one at a time and just test the waters. But the key is to like be nice and relaxed. You're almost like balancing on the tops of your feet. So it should feel relatively comfortable and not too strenuous. And it doesn't need to be like a big lift of the knee like I'm doing. It might just be a little micro one. Just to feel that stretch across the top of the foot, ankle, even up towards the shin as well. Good. Take another big breath. And as you exhale, bringing those hands out in front. Whew, well done. Come to all fours and take a little roll out of your ankles. They might feel kind of warm now. That's really good. We're getting some blood flow there. Awesome. Let's extend the right leg back in space, pushing through the heel, taking a little rock forwards and back, just kind of working into the calf. So if your wrists are sensitive, you can always come to your forearms and push back like so. And if it doesn't feel good to like rock forwards and back, totally hold a static stretch here. Lovely. Good. As you inhale, lifting that right leg. And then you're going to take it out to the side at 90 degrees, place it on the floor next to you, and then just begin to move forwards and back here with your own breath. So just let your breath flow. You can close off your eyes. Notice how that feels in your hip, in the groin. And again, you can be on your forearms if you need, like if this is not nice for your wrists, totally be on your forearms. Lovely. Lovely, good. Inhale to a neutral place now, and then bringing that knee back in. Let's do the same on the left. So extending the left leg back, just assessing the situation with that calf muscle. Maybe it's a gentle rock, maybe it's a static hold. Keep the leg really, really straight. So you really want to like have energy pushing through that left heel. And you'll start to feel it just a little bit more intensely maybe. Good. As you inhale, picking up that leg, taking it out to the side at 90 degrees, nice and slow. Oh, mind my plant. Place it onto the floor, and then just to begin to move through that motion. So just a simple forwards and back, and just notice how it feels different on each side. Like mine feel like two completely different hips. So see if you can just start to have that awareness, that curiosity towards yourself. Wonderful. Very nice. Good. Let's come back to a neutral place and then bringing that knee back in. Awesome. Spread those fingers nice and wide, tucking toes. Downward facing dog. So now we've warmed up our feet and our ankles. We're working a little bit more into our hamstrings. So pedal out through the feet. Maybe take a little shake out through the head. Just start to take a big yawn for the back of the leg. So whatever feels good here with the feet, take a little walk out. You can even take your feet really wide, like as wide as your mat or even wider than your mat if that feels good. Shimmy in the hips from side to side. Whatever you need to like find something that feels really, really nourishing on your body. Perfect, very nice. As you inhale, let's come forwards to a high plank position. And as you exhale, lower down to your tummy. So you'll feel free to use the knees or not. Good. Taking the right knee out to the right now. So like a little frog's leg. Perfect. You're welcome to stay here and just allow your head to relax onto your forehead like so. You can come up onto your forearms. Comes more of a back bend here. Start to feel it in towards the groin. Maybe a little bit through the lower back as well. Options here. You can take your hands out even wider. And come up a little bit higher. Now for some of us this feels really nice, for some of us it's just like, not at all. So you decide, and just breathe where you're at. So if you're up quite high with straight arms, you might feel that nice opening through the stomach area as well, that might feel kind of good. See if you can relax your feet. Awesome, nice big breath. And as you exhale, come on down. Let's all come back, hands underneath the forehead. Sliding that foot on back. Let's do the opposite side. So the left knee comes out to the left, in line with the hip in a little frog's leg. Maybe you want to stay, hold here. Maybe that's enough just to surrender to the weight of gravity. Maybe forearms on this side. Maybe up onto those hands. And then breathe where you are. You can always make little like micro adjustments. So like if you feel like leaning more to the left or more to the right, kind of you find something that feels interesting, totally do that. Don't feel like you have to be super, super still. This isn't a yin practice. Wonderful. One more breath wherever you are. And as you exhale, come on down. Let's bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Let's slide that foot back, coming back through bent knees. Let's come back to downward facing dog. Awesome. Begin to walk your feet towards your hands towards the feet. And then when you arrive kind of at the middle of your mat, feet are about hip width apart, soften through the knees, take that nice easy forward fold. So that should feel really good through your lower back, particularly after that little back bend, really. And groin opener. Lovely. So just allow yourself to hang for a moment, chill out. Good. Soften the knees even more and then slowly roll up your spine, one little vertebrae at a time, no rush. When you arrive, bring your hands onto your hips. Let's start with one knee and then just begin to roll out that hip. So just notice how that feels. You might have heard that pop through my hip. So just some gentle circles just to see how that feels. Lovely. Testing our balance. Perfect. And then you're going to bend the knee And then you're going to bring the foot in towards your glute, grab a hold of the foot with the hand, and then press the foot into the hand and slightly like push your hip forwards. Light squeeze of that glute, so you feel that nice opening through the hip flexor and the quad. So a very big group of muscles that it's really nice to stretch out. You can always grab a wall or a chair, like if balance is not cooperating for you today. Lovely. And then as you exhale, releasing that foot down. Let's do the opposite side. So hands onto the hips. Start to roll out. Just enough as feels good. Like if you want to go really big with it, you totally can. Or if just little micro movements, assessing that situation in the hips. Good. Very nice. And then bring the heel in towards the glute. Grab a hold of the foot. Lengthen your tailbone down, slightly kind of push your hip forward, and you feel a nice intense stretch through the front of that thigh. And just find that really nice, nourishing intensity that feels like, oh yeah, found something good. Lovely, nice big breath. And then as you exhale, release the foot. Lovely. Take your feet a little bit wider than hip width, big toes pointing out. Good. Take a breath in, and then as you exhale, come down through a deep squat. So pushing the knees out to the side, coming down to a squat. If you went too wide with the feet or too narrow, you can always kind of take a little movement here, and you start to feel it in towards the calves again, in towards the groin. Nice for loosening off your lower back as well. Great. Let's bring our hands behind, and then bringing out the legs in front. Just give them a little shake off after that. Perfect. Let's going to cross our right ankle over our left knee, like so. Keep the foot flexed, and then you're going to bring your left foot onto the floor. So it's like a seated pigeon. Now you start to lose it if you round the back like this. So you really want to come onto your fingertips, find a nice proud chest, and as soon as you do that, immediately you start to feel it more into that right glute, right outer hip. If you want even more here, you can begin to slide your bum towards your heel bone. But you really do get the most from finding that nice proud and open chest. So slightly bringing the shoulder blades together. Maybe closing off the eyes. Relax through your jaw. Lovely. Breath in. And then as you exhale, sliding that left foot away, you're going to bring your right foot on the outside of that straightened leg, reaching the hand up, and then take a little twist to the right. So you're twisting in towards the bent knee. Good. So this hand is just for support. We don't want to be like leaning back onto it. We want to keep nice and propped up. Big breaths to sit tall. Exhale to twist just a little bit more. Good. Inhaling through center. Lengthen out the right leg. Let's do the same with the left. So left ankle on the right knee. Keep this foot flexed and engaged. It will look after your knee. Hands behind. Foot comes onto the floor. And then find your intensity. So either lifting the chest, walking the bum towards the heel, or the foot towards the bum. And think about your left knee kind of dropping forwards, and you start to get a little bit more intensity through that glute and outer hip. Lovely. Send the breath to where you feel it. Nice big breath in. And as you exhale, release. So straightening out that right leg. This left foot is going to land on the outside. Big breath in. Reach the hands high. Sit tall. Exhale, twisting in towards that left knee. Can you twist and turn and look behind you to really wring out through that middle spine. So getting that nice rotation. It's really good for our spine. It gives our internal organs a little bit of a massage as well. Lovely. As you inhale, come back through center. Lengthen out both legs and then bend the knees. We'll make it a little bit easier. So spread the toes, feet are hip width apart, and then turn your fingers to face the same way as your toes. Good. Inhale, press into the hips, up towards the sky, and really push down through the heel of your hand for that opening across the chest, the front of the shoulder. Lovely. And just go as far as feels good. So if you really want to push your hips high and really intensify, you can. Or if you need to be down here, that's cool too. Take a nice big breath in. And then as you exhale, slowly, slowly come on down. Find a comfortable seat. So cross-legged, kneeling. You can even lie down if you wish. Just take a couple of moments of stillness together, resting the hands somewhere the shoulders can relax. Close off your eyes. Sit tall and take a nice big breath in through your nose. And a big sigh. And just take a moment to notice how you feel now. How does the body feel now? How is your mind? Maybe there's even been a shift emotionally or energetically. And bringing the hands together at heart center. Bowing the head to the heart, take this opportunity to really thank yourself for carving out this little bit of time in your day to really look after your body and your mind. Blinking, the eyes open. Thank you so much for sharing this little stretch practice with me. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please let me know in the comments below, and I will do more of these quick little full body stretches. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.